think we use the firecracker on the bird so we can do the jig and stuff like that. But first, let's... Oh, I think this thing's following me. Or they're lined up and appear as I move. Please approach the U-chip device when ready to receive your citizen's status. We will be collecting a small amount of information for security and safety purposes as part of the process. This process, I guess. Okay.
I guess this was the immigration terminal.
Welcome to the Union City Registration Terminal. Please place your hand below to receive your U-chip implant. U-chip implant successful. You are now registered with Union City.
The U-chip had been implanted into the palm of my hand. I wasn't sure how it was going to help me.
Well, evidently we can't do anything without it, so...
Authorized citizen ID required.
Alright, let's go receive our spankles. I want to see what spankles are. Give me my spankles.
Enjoy this little piece of happiness, courtesy of Minos.
The machine ejected a garish, beclowned can of soda labeled Spankles.
You are currently at your maximum.
That was not at all what I was expecting.
Have a nice day.
What are you doing? Like spun around. Hello. What are you doing, Wendell?
The hologram showed a young woman in uniform.
Sorry to keep you waiting, sir. Welcome to Union City. My
Wendell.
name is Greta. It is my duty and pleasure to answer any questions you may have about Union City and the local area. How may I help you today?
I can see your insides, lady. Wendell! Back the heck off!
A child has been kidnapped from my village.
From your village? Was the child a registered citizen of Union City?
No, his name is Milo, and
Polite apology, Minos could only concern itself with registered citizens.
I was hoping you'd be able to help.
And isn't hope a wonderful thing? In the meantime, do you have any other queries?
He wants to be involved. He's lonely. He's been sitting there for 2 days with his stinky truck.
Have you seen any children come through this gate in the past 2 days?
Polite apology, I cannot discuss the details of other visitors.
Okay, then. Have you had any other reports of kidnapping?
Not of Union citizens.
Go away.
What about others? Gaplanders?
Gaplanders are of no concern to Union City.
I'm looking for a vehicle. Has anything come through here?
No.
You haven't seen a weird vehicle with legs instead of wheels?
Polite apology, I cannot discuss the details of other visitors' vehicular movements.
But this vehicle, it kidnapped a child.
Is there anything else I can help you with today?
So you didn't see a vehicle?
As I said, sir, I cannot discuss vehicles.
But I'm sure you said no a moment ago.
I think sir is mistaken.
God.
Intrigued as I am by the notion of vehicles with legs, regulations deter me from such speculation.
You go away. Let me...
Have a nice day.
In Union City, sir, there is no other kind of day.
Go away. Why does everyone follow me around? Go back to your nasty chair and your disgusting knackwurst. Oh, he wants to talk to the hologram. take his chair or something? Give me your chair. I'm gonna take his jacket. I really hope those are mushrooms and not his toilet business. Alright, can I talk to the nice lady now?
How may I help you today?
He wants to be with his hologram waifu.
So is Joey still running things around here?
He was, until just a few years ago.
Uh-oh.
That doesn't sound good. Hope he didn't screw things up.
Not at all, sir. Joey the Savior was a great leader. Citizen happiness reached unprecedented levels.
Good to hear it. I happen to be an old friend of his.
Oh, we're all friends of Joey, sir. Gone but not forgotten.
What's happened to Joey?
Is there some way I can speak to Joey?
Sadly not, sir.
Oh, you mean he's not around at all?
Gone to a better place, sir. Went to find peace after a lifetime of service. Some say he strode out into the Gap one morning. Others say he took a boat at dusk and went to explore other lands.
So who runs the city now?
The Council of Elected Ministers, of course.
This U-chip thing, what does it do?
It allows you to interact with all the Minos devices in the area, as well as storing all your personal information.
Sounds kinda invasive.
We prefer the word transformative, sir.
I need to get into the city.
Easily done, sir. Just drive your vehicle across the bridge and the gates will open up for you.
My vehicle?
Yes, your vehicle. You do have a vehicle, don't you?
What if I don't?
Well, you're about 5 years too late. This is a vehicle entrance
Oh,
now.
Wendell!
Freight only, I'm afraid. Anything else I can help with today?
How do I get across?
Just drive your vehicle to the bridge and the automated systems will open it for you.
And if I don't have a vehicle?
Pedestrians are required to make alternative transport arrangements at this entrance. Anything else I can do for you, sir?
Is there a reason why the hologram looks like some kind of dictator?
So I need a vehicle to get into the city.
At this vehicle entrance? Yes, that's right, sir.
Don't seem to be many vehicles going through, though.
How very observant of you, sir.
Thank you. Quiet time of year, huh?
Very. There was a delivery scheduled a couple of days ago, but it hasn't come through.
God,
Nice
okay,
day.
Wendell, I'm
In
dying.
Union City, sir, there is no other kind of day.
God damn it, Wendell. Such a hollow hog. I wonder if I can go in his little hut while he's in there. Hey, thanks. Oh, shoot. Okay. I guess that's a no. Wait, let me...
Whoa, it's occupied. You gotta leave, man.
Don't know. The door just opened for me. Maybe it's broken.
Whoa, broken? Lucky I'm the diagnostician around here, huh? Best you keep out for your own good, mate. It's dangerous technical stuff in here.
Sorry. It seemed I wouldn't get in while the hut was occupied.
Oh, wait. Wait, why are your pants sparking? Go, go. Oh, shoot. Wait, he just went back inside. What? He walked through the door.
Work order received. Work order accepted.
Oh, God. He's a ghost. He's Gumby. He's just walking through whatever walls he wants. let's try. Well, let's save before we try anything. Oh, let's look at this. Spankles explodes your mind. What's this? Warning, keep away. A small self-igniting stick that goes bang. Alright. Do I get closer? Closer? There we go. Dang, that thing's huge! And I'm not talking about the firecracker. My jacket's kind of caught on something. Invisible. Okay. Oh, there we go. Just gotta walk it off. Perform the door ritual. Okay, we're going to hit the bumper.
Right. Hit the bumper.
Do a jig.
These were not my best moves.
Now we... Let's just see how long he'll do this for. Oh my gosh. Oh, is that it? Pull the door. Oh, it worked. We nicked the Knackwurst. And I can only assume we give it to the big whatever his name was. To get the Kerjigger back. This thing.
Enjoy this little piece of happiness, courtesy of Minos.
Big Steve. Lure it?
Come on, big fella.
Oh god.
The bird's beak looked especially vicious.
Am I gonna lead him somewhere? Oh, it moves. Okay. I'm leading him somewhere. Oh! I know where we're leading him. It reminds you of the search for the perfect smut. We've effectively destroyed her device.
I hoped Ember's deed was still functional.
Alright, we managed to do something productive. Did they ever update the... They updated it once and said they were never going to touch the game ever again. And I haven't really messed with it since they updated it. I did actually look up a guide. Someone finally wrote a guide on where to get the smut from. Or the title, at least, that you needed to buy. I don't remember what it was, though. Oh, I've still got a pack of these things. Oh, I wonder if we could try to give them to the kid? He'd probably kill me.
Guess what I found?
A lot of nerve coming back here.
Nope. This.
What? My deed? I'll have that.
Sure, but how about I give you the deed in exchange for the citizen ID that's on it?
The deed for the ID? But
You wouldn't have it back if it weren't for me.
it wouldn't have been stolen if it weren't for you.
So we're even.
I suppose that's sort of fair.
Excellent. When do we start?
Have you got a U-chip?
Yes. My hand is still stinging.
Right then, let's get this over with, yeah? Pass me back my deed, Follow me over to my workbench.
Ember's deed had a citizen ID stored on it.
That's a pretty cool looking fort. Maybe they live in this fort thing. There's a hammock. And a clothesline.
You ready to do this?
I'm not entirely sure what this is.
You want that citizen's ID, right?
Yeah. What do I need to do?
Cool. Just place your hand flat on the U-chip scanner. Over here on my workbench.
This isn't gonna hurt like when I changed my fingerprints, is it?
Like this?
Yeah, good enough. Let me just line up the laser. Oi, keep your hand still or you'll lose it.
Is this gonna hurt?
No more than getting the chip installed in the first place. Right, just transferring the ID now. You may feel a slight pinch. What was that?
That wasn't supposed to happen?
There it is again. Must be... nothing. It must be nothing. Looks like his name was Graham. A fine, upstanding citizen.
Graham. Got it.
Good luck, Citizen Graham.
At last I had a citizen ID. I hoped that this was going to be my key to getting into the city.
Graham Grundy. Oh yeah, I need to talk to this guy about the points. I don't know if he's still gonna give it to me or not.
Hey, Hobsworth.
Hey, what can I do for you?
How are things going with Wendell's power cell?
It's in my office.
But how long until it's charged?
It's hard to say, but it's on my list.
Any updates on Wendell's power cell?
Not yet, but I'll get onto it soon.
About this missing kid.
I can't help you there. Now, it makes me kind of uncomfortable, you know what I mean?
What are you doing? Oh, you don't like me asking about missing children while you're, working.
So, you haven't seen any vehicles?
Nothing like you've described. Sorry.
This may sound like a stupid question, but how do I actually get into the city?
Well, first thing would be to head over to the city gates.
Yes.
If you...
Order accepted.
Valid for what?
Now, that is the stupid question.
Bye!
You need a vehicle to get through the big doors there. If you have transport clearance, like that old fella with the smelly truck, you just drive up, scan your ID, and roll right onto the elevator down to the cargo bay.
Bye!
See you around, Hobsworth.
Oh, before I forget,
He's running
there
away.
you go.
Okay.
The kudos just got a boost.
Thanks, I think.
Keep a smile on your face.
He's all the way over there. Okay. He just thought he'd blow me and run away while I'm talking to him.
Hey, Wendell.
Managed to get those doors open all right.
Just about.
Did you, do the jig?
Sure did. You said it was essential.
That's right. Although, here's a funny thing. My wife never does the jig back at the farm. But it always seems to open for her. Anyway, what can I do for you?
Do you need a vehicle to get into the city?
You do, but I don't. I've got Brucey here. What I do need is a new power cell.
And you can't just walk in?
Are you mad? Walk into the city? There's guns guarding them main gates, and they'd make mincemeat out of you, Sonny Jim.
Any other vehicles around here I could use?
There's nought round here.
I need to get into the city as soon as possible.
Me too, pal. But Brucey here's not going anywhere.
Want one of these mini Ks?
Oh, better not.
I thought you loved them.
Oh, of course I do. They're delicious.
But?
Don't get high on your own supply.
Sorry?
No scoffage on thine own sausage.
Oh, I see. Suit yourself.
Is this like a code that all men live by?
So these mini Ks, what are the other ingredients?
Eh?
You said they contain some real meat. What's the rest made up of?
Flavor.
Yes, but
I'm gonna make like a coat of arms that says no scoffage on one's own sausage. It's a code that only Wendell lives by.
your mini Ks are starting to smell a little ripe.
I prefer to think of it as aged to perfection.
Gross.
But
Aged to perfection.
Okay, guy.
so all you need to get into the city is a charged power cell?
Land snakes alive, yes. A power cell. Do you want me to write it down?
Oh, I probably shouldn't have messed about the
No,
power
I
cell
got it.
again.
Any ideas on how I can get into the city?
Aye, that's easy. You just need one small thing.
Great. What?
A truck.
What? Like yours?
No, not like mine. You want one that actually moves under its own power. That being said, you won't even get across the bridge without an authorized ID. Citizen's ID gets you all the way into the city, privileges and all. I've got ID, all right, but my power cell's empty. Long story short, I could drive in. If I could drive in.
Be seeing you.
Aye.
Order accepted.
Are you alright there? Let's see if this new ID gets us into the shack. The love shack. I'm really liking this game so far.
Graham's
Whoa.
ID was finally starting to get me places.
Let's get his lunch. Is this another game where we steal someone's lunch? We're gonna nick the knackwurst? It's a sandwich. Take it. What? I can't take the sandwich.
It looked like some sort of scanning device.
Yeah, let's take it. I think that's supposed to be a... you know, a nod to the previous game. He stole Hobbin's sandwich.
The power cell was completely wrecked.
What's this?
The console seemed specialized.
See, battery cells. Oh. there nothing else I can do here? I can close the door. Miffed Mike. What?
Miffed Mike. Beyond the charging zone?
Okay. Oh. Why is it pointed straight up like that? So what is this? Okay, I don't know what that is. Terminal. Casing. Oh! He just walked right through the door! And he's not even gonna say anything about me being in here?
Whoa! It's occupied! You gotta leave, man.
Sorry.
Okay. It
It
teleported
seemed I
us.
wouldn't get in while the hut was occupied.
We were already in and closed the door. I don't know how he got in. I think he was trying to tell me that this robot flying around has an object that we need for the battery, but I don't know for sure. I don't know where she is. It is. What is this? Oh. Connecting to Minos. Or Minos. I don't remember how they say it. Whoa. I can't view my messages. Civic guide. Who's that? Helping you strive every day in every way. Here at the Aspiration Ministry, we believe that every citizen has not just a right, but a duty to strive towards reaching the bottom. What? To that end, we'll advise, help, support your journey to achieve your Union City goals. The key to this is our world-famous QDOS system of rewards, guaranteeing that every time you contribute to Union City, that moment is logged and appreciated and reflected in your QDOS statement and value. All you have to do is aspire. Caring for you deeply, mind and body. Okay. Here at the Wellbeing Ministry, we understand that being a good citizen and striving always for the best can sometimes come at a cost to health and well-being. That's why we're always here to engage with you, understanding and supporting your work, your relationships, your ambitions, your whole life. There's no problem so great that it cannot be soothed away with one of our unique tailored Reflections Spa programs. Choose from an hour, a day, or even a week, whatever it takes. Nothing matters more to us than your well-being. This is weird. Security is every citizen's birthright. From the day that the council took over, your safeguarding has been our priority. We live in a dangerous world. Beyond our great city walls, the Gap is living testimony to what happens when a society lacks protection. Crime is rampant. Out there, disorder, theft, violence, murder are everyday occurrences. Meanwhile, cities such as Hobart ride roughshod over cowering communities, ignoring the rule of law and accepted civilized behavior. Fortunately, here in Union City, our security services are alert to the tiniest infractions, nipping antisocial behavior in the bud, and eliminating the cancer of misbehavior before it has a chance to flourish. Rest assured, our city walls are unbreachable, our police force uncorruptible, and our duty to protect you all is sacrosanct. I've never heard that word before. Giving what you want when you want it. Here at the Plenty Ministry, we know that in a busy world you expect to have your needs and desires fulfilled on demand. You spend a lifetime striving. The last thing you want is to spend a lifetime waiting to be rewarded. That's why we are committed to an instant supply line and a policy of ultimate fulfillment. Since the council took over running the city, we have brokered deals with suppliers across the continent to ensure that every product is the best available, and every product will arrive on time in perfect condition. Yes, those sausages are a fine example. Whether you are upgrading to a new apartment, configuring a next-gen droid, or just ordering tonight's easy all-you-can-eat sofa buffet, you can be assured of our 101% ultimate guarantee of quality, quantity, and super service. Remember, if you're eating it, plenty put it there. Smoothing away life's sharp edges before you even know they're there. Here at the Comfort Ministry, we keep a low profile. We like to think of ourselves as your unseen servant, delivering your personalized environmental preferences wherever you go. Warming, cooling, showering, washing, cleaning, fixing, powering, polishing, just the way you want it. Our army of superbly programmed and maintained droids ensure that every citizen, no matter how low or high they are, receives the comfort they deserve. Although, of course, the more kudos you have, the more comfy you're going to be. That's just the Union City way. The Ministry of Comfort. We put the comfort in comfortable. This is really weird.
One step forward, 2 steps back. I had a citizen ID, but my outdated U-chip firmware wasn't going to play nice with more modern devices.
Okay, firmware's out of date. Personal data. Your archive. None. City Live. Firmware is out of date. Hollow plinth. Okay. Social media content. I guess that's it.